Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are checking out the Smashing Machine. This, of course, stars Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. And that's about all I really know about it beyond, it's a UFC fighter story. But I'm very excited to check this one out. I know some people in very high places gave Dwayne a lot of credit for how he did the role. So let's see how it is.
Yeah, I've watched UFC, through most of my adult life, but don't really remember this one so much. So I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to find out more about his story.
Yeah, we're going real far back with the story of Mark Kerr. I vaguely remember him from the real early days of UFC and mixed martial arts, but you guys know, love The Rock, love A24, and I know it didn't crush it at the box office, but the reviews were really good. So I'm pumped for this one.
Yeah, I'm going to be transparent here, and I had no idea who Mark Kerr was until this guy, The Rock, decided to bring it to the main screen. And I still don't know anything about Mark Kerr, except his name is Mark Kerr, and he had a stint in the UFC. So really looking forward to seeing what this story, A24, and Dwayne Johnson brings us here. Let's go!
Never mind that noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light.
Hi, I'm Mark Kerr, and I'm representing American Freestyle Wrestling, and I'm here at the World Valley 203 to prove that it's the best fighting style.
6'1", 260 pounds from Toledo, Ohio.
Jesus,
6'1".
Rock just got
Professional fighter.
jacked for this
This
one.
guy, we
He
expect
was
a
already
lot out of
jacked.
this guy,
Yeah.
'cause his cornerman,
Oh, he's got the bad
strongest
boy
American
design
to
on
ever
his shorts.
step
Remember
into
that,
this
Oak?
ring.
Dude, look at The Rock. He just got yoked.
he has ever seen. And as he enters the ring for the first time in his professional career, we will see how he holds up to some.
How'd he do wrestling Kurt Angle?
It is the biggest here. Paul Varlin, 6'8", 300 and
Then you got this guy.
California. And he's had
No
8
disrespect,
years of
but
wrestling
Disrespect.
looks like he came off a construction site.
on his
What is this, the Battle of the Tough Guys?
Barbarelli getting the fighters ready as we await.
Dude, no holds bar reference.
And Curry's going at him. He is trying to take him down. Can he take him down? Oh, a massive takedown on Barlins. A double leg takedown by Kerr. Look at him jockey for position. Wrestling skill.
I do like the old
Knee to the head.
The old
TV
4x3.
style here. It's
Yeah.
almost like analog.
Face. I'll tell you what, Barlins is one tough kid, but he's taking
there's the
some
hammer
brutal
fists.
shots to the face here. His face is getting destroyed.
Yeah, the old school rules were a little different.
Oh, yeah.
Over. And Kerr
Yeah, the
wins
refs
his
didn't
debut.
fly in the way
That's
they do
right,
now.
Barlins was
I
unable
mean,
to
just the
stop-
strikes you could throw
Look at
fighters
that.
on the ground.
It's just the evolution of knowing health and all that.
Yeah, he doesn't even have gloves on here. Neither guys do.
Yeah, that's how Liddell started. Chuck Liddell. He did bare knuckle fighting down in Brazil.
This is 97. I think UFC started in, I want to say 91, 93 maybe.
Yeah. I remember playing a UFC game on Dreamcast back in the day.
Coach, we ready? It's front foot.
There's that Rock smile. They can't cover that up.
The second that bell rings, you could just look at some people and you could just tell.
Oh, Boss Rutten is in this.
So what happens next?
It's simple. Am I going to hurt him before he hurts me? If he happens to hurt me, then I'm the
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I wrestled in college, but this is something totally different.
Well, what do you mean?
Like the moment I felt that rush, that first hit,
Oh,
I realized I was
headbutts.
getting pretty close to something it's almost magical.
Oh, Rock's ex-wife.
Well, $7.
Yeah.
Like, would you stick your finger in your opponent's cut, spread it out a little bit more, just to win, to make him feel pain?
Yeah, they used to do those tournament style.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, this was a tournament down in Brazil. So if you won, you didn't go home. You went on and you fought the next guy and then the next guy. So by the end, you felt like a god.
So amazing. It's incredible.
Oh, pretty happy spin on things there, despite the visuals.
Yeah.
So Modi, the Hammer.
Yeah.
He has experience in the octagon. You don't. He's tough. Super tough. What is it that you think you're going to bring to this?
I think that I feel really good about, you know what? It's like the difference between a flashlight and a laser beam.
What do you mean by that?
I have to make sure that I'm 100% concentrated on what I have to do. Because if not, then my emotions will be running around everywhere like a flashlight. If we don't control our emotions, our fears and our anxieties will get the best of us. And you know what happens? We get slapped around by our emotions, and we can't have that.
Hey, Kerr, get your ass up. Here, I'll wait, buddy.
Hey, thank you so much for your
Yeah, thank you
Appreciate
very much. I appreciate you.
Ready?
My man.
Good to see you. Okay, only difference, the shape of the ring, all right? It's a cage.
It's a cage. I know.
Kerr, get him down early.
Got it. I'm going to go warm up.
All right. Sorry, where was it?
You were talking about Bobish.
This is ridiculously huge.
Jesus Christ.
Look at
Those quads.
What the f-
Come on.
Dedication, hard work.
Oh.
And now we get to
The fact that he got his
boy.
legs up to
Mark
that.
Kerr making his debut
Wow.
against Moti Horenstein, who is making his second appearance in the Octagon, losing only to Mark.
Ooh, Mark Coleman. There's an old school name.
255-pound Mark Kerr.
About 20 pounds light. 30.
Easy, yeah.
It's mostly water weight.
I would guess. Yeah, he's all at 275, 280 here, if not more.
Oh, look at
Oh, there's the old school logo.
Yep.
The winner of the men's freestyle national championship, an NCAA Division I champion.
Oh,
He
shit.
stands 6'1".
I didn't know Kerr was a Division I NCAA champ. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he used to wrestle Kurt Angle. I wasn't joking when I said that. Kurt Angle's talked about how they've.
Okay.
I think Angle said they're 3-3 against each other, something like that.
That makes it's legit.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Raja.
How's it going?
How are you, man?
All right. So UFC's now in Japan?
No, it's kind of like an NBA, ABA situation.
Pride over in Japan.
This one's called Pride.
Yeah, Pride.
Yeah, there was.
That's
Well, there was UFC, there was Pride, there was a couple other ones.
Pride was paying a lot more in the early days than UFC was.
there's Emily.
I just can't with this guy.
Do you want me to throw this out? Are you going to have this?
Use the skim milk, right?
Yeah, skim milk like last week.
I switched to whole milk last
Why didn't
week.
you tell me?
I thought I
know,
told
you.
you.
gotta tell me these things. I'm gonna get it wrong if you don't tell me these things.
Was it the pro gainer?
Oh,
Just
come on.
what? It's still a good. It's still good.
Still good.
How's that feel?
Feels great.
Do you want some more?
Should you ask like that? Yes, you can stretch me more, yeah.
Too much?
Never.
Too much?
No.
Look away, John. Look away, John.
Yeah. You get away from my wife, Nicotrell.
Yeah, good luck, Krasinski. You can try and be born all you want. That ain't working.
405.
Look, John's already seen this, but
Yeah.
It's a heavy front squat.
you know, for a minute, I almost was wondering if they did because of the way the pink lights were. I was almost wondering if they're at Titan. Up in
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Yeah. Titan Towers.
But they don't have that lighting.
Highly addictive, an opioid.
Opioid. I wonder if it was New Bane.
Real American Medical.
New Bane, probably. Yeah, that time era, New Bane would have been the painkiller that would have been intravenous that everybody was using. But
Shooting this film, The Rock definitely probably had to just go through memories of his early days in WWE.
Oh, for sure.
The contract says 3,300. Okay.
Remaining.
We should clear this up. We should have an understanding. We should have an agreement, yes? Before I fight again. Okay.
Just wait. It's okay.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Yes.
Yeah, see, you still got to watch yourself and stay on your toes in those early days.
Well, it's clearly shown, too, that he was his own negotiator.
Roman, you're an animal. Good. Anything good out there?
Nope, I'm already back, buddy.
Oh, so that's the guy who's playing Mark Coleman.
So let's talk about your fight. We as a human, sometimes we lose. What you think that would feel like? Can you imagine that?
Oh, you don't want to think about that.
I don't know what that's like. I've never lost a fight.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm trying to intellectualize it with you, but I can't.
We apologize if we kept you waiting.
That was a mindset for some of these guys too. I can't.
Oh yeah.
The following actions are now deemed to be illegal. Number 1, biting.
You could bite before?
And now, in this position, knee and kick to the face are faults.
Yeah, early Pride was rough.
A lot of his sports were.
Yeah, the early rules were.
I would just like to make sure that we are understood correctly. If the opponent is in a position while his face is upward, is it allowed for the person standing to kick in the face?
Yes, that is okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so head up, head down makes a difference.
Yeah.
Guess who it is?
Hey, Don.
Hi.
All right, buddy. I'm thinking like 5 to 10. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those were some interesting looks.
Yeah.
Why are you being so weird? Your eyes look weird.
Ooh, does he not like her being there when he's getting ready for a fight?
Yeah, I wonder if that's what it is.
Because he's probably got to
Focus.
Yeah, he's got to focus. He's got to he changes.
Yeah.
Well, because Mark seemed like he didn't like her presence there either.
You made me feel so stupid coming in here. It's like you guys were talking shit or something. You asked me to come.
I said thank you.
Oh, okay.
Come in.
すみません. I'm so sorry. We are ready for downstairs. Please just come with me.
Yeah, thank you. You're out of control.
I'm sorry.
Wow, their relationship is not the greatest here. And I get that he wants to focus, but I guess everyone handles it way differently.
Go, Kerr.
All right.
Okay.
I'm curious if you go back and watch these fights on the old tapes, how close
Yeah, the fight choreography.
the fight
is.
choreography is to the original fight.
Well, that's good for Kerr to get a hold of him.
Keep him close,
Yeah.
especially if he's a striker. Whoa!
Oh, wow, that hurts.
Oh, spine buster.
Wow.
You keep him in that naked choke.
Yeah, it's a good spot that he had him.
Oh. There you go. Use your wrestling.
Some hammer fists.
I wonder if these matches are on YouTube right now.
Oh,
Gotta be.
I'm sure
There's
they
some,
are.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's taking them rib shots.
Oh, hey, wasn't that the no? Yeah, that's the no. You're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, his head's down.
I don't know if it's the guy on top. Might have been if he's in a standing position.
Yeah, like a soccer kick to his head or something.
Oh my God! Kerr has been knocked out by illegal chanting.
How was that not illegal on top of my head? It's illegal.
I think it was a foul. There are no knees allowed in the ground. He's no forward, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were right.
Yeah, the referee just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference if you're standing or down?
Yeah.
They basically laid it out saying no strikes to the back of the head with your knee, like that, pretty much.
Yeah.
'Cause that is.
Well, in the meeting they
Even
showed
now too. It's not legal.
in the meeting they showed the other person standing up. So I was like, okay, was it standing or?
Sorry. I'm sorry. How are you?
I am fine. And you?
I'm not good. Bad referee. Well, Chechen, bam! On top of the head. It's wrong. It's illegal.
Okay.
Twice.
I talked to him.
Arigato. I didn't lose.
I didn't lose. Well, they asked him how he'd react.
Yeah, now he's finding out.
Got some bumps and bruises. You're not injured. You'll heal up in a week or two tops.
Yeah.
That's how they were back then.
All right, guys. I'm gonna run outside. I'll be back. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that time he was more welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
So there had been some.
Yeah, but pre-fight stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to know if he's gonna be okay.
He should be fine.
Okay.
And he seemed okay, right?
I don't know. I knew it before he stepped in the ring, and he just.
What do you mean?
Well, he just wasn't serious, I think, and about the fight. Like the past 2 weeks have been out drinking and stuff and partying and.
You never brought that up?
To you?
To me, yeah.
What?
Oh.
All right. I get it. Just be there for him, okay?
That
Can't be doing that.
Oh, that's
well,
interesting.
did it happen though? I mean, we never
saw it.
We never
See
saw
it,
it,
but-
and they've been showing us so far that he's been pretty.
Yeah, with
This
the protein
dedicated.
shake, and he was pretty meticulous about that. But
We have decided to call this fight with Eagle no contest. We'd be very happy to have you back at Pride again. Thank you.
Arigato.
Okay.
All right.
wow,
So no contest. It's not a.
Gotta keep eating, Mark.
Yeah,
Not gonna get any better unless you eat.
I know.
I can't keep coming out and finding you like this, Mark. It's just
What do you mean?
telling me you're gonna quit and then I come out and
Maybe I just need to, it's fine.
what do you want from me? Do you want me just to pretend that everything's fine?
No, what do you mean?
You don't look like this.
I don't look. I just want you to be my girl. That's all. What do you mean? Look like what?
The soft-spoken arguments.
Yeah.
Never had one of those.
You don't even hide it from me anymore. Keep going in the bathroom and seeing your shit everywhere.
So what are you going through the house looking to find stuff just to get me in trouble?
You lost a fight. Big deal. Just get over it.
Oh, so much for that.
Rock won that one. Man, they really do let some of this just breathe.
Yeah. Really, they put you in the situation with them.
I wonder whose like idea it was to come up with like these sounds they throw in at you. You know, it's very like mood enhancing. You know, but something like it's not really music. It's just tones.
Ready? Ready? See what you got.
Okay.
The winner is Daddy. Hello.
Oh.
Okay, I need you to come and help me, okay?
I got you. I'll see you soon.
Oh, this took a turn.
So maybe the partying was happening too?
Maybe. Partying mixed with drugs. I mean, he had that whole box of shit.
I know. How's he doing?
He just woke up. He's like in and out and it's not okay.
He's awake now?
Yeah.
You care if I go in? Yeah. What's going on, bud? How are you?
Oh, his teeth are gone.
Yeah.
So, what the happened? You get sick or something?
Yeah, I got sick. I was on the floor and I couldn't wake up. And then
How'd you get on the floor? I think is what he's trying to get at.
I was kind of like in this weird altered state. Like I was aware of where I was and I could kind of see things, a little blurry, but I could hear everything. So my acuity was pretty good. They were asking me questions and I got a few of the questions wrong a little bit. Like, who was the president? They said, who's the president?
What'd you say?
Ronald Reagan. Can you believe that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Listen, just stop, all right? Please. Hey, you're good. I didn't come out here because I love Phoenix, dude. I came out here because I want to see you get better.
I'm so sorry.
It's me. You don't have to apologize, okay?
Sorry. I want to die.
Hey, look at me.
Oh.
We're all in this together, all right? It's got to start with you, okay? And you got this.
I know. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad Coleman kind of
cut to the chase.
Yeah,
He let him like kind of
holy shit
dance
That's
around
a,
it.
that base of that bag is pretty stocked.
Yeah.
I'm sitting home.
Man, I'm gonna come back to that in the review and check that out.
I've got those same breakaways.
If you can't come around.
That's a nice
They're in my
break.
closet right now. Yeah.
Of course, you kept him.
Well, here he looks healthier.
Yeah.
Well, it looks. I think it looked like he was going to a rehab.
Was something that I might have said.
Going back to Pride.
Yeah. I love how they're doing these extended shots of, the outside and everything else.
I'm looking forward to Sunday. I think it's gonna be a good one.
God, part of this is giving me wrestler vibes, just a little, not
Yep.
like full out, but just there's certain aspects that are translating to that for me.
Well, it's, like guys, really damaging their bodies to make a living.
Is this the end of the road for Mark Coleman, or will he extend his career just one more time?
There you go.
Under pressure.
There you go. He's landing some shots. Oh, one.
There's another.
Ooh, that one got him on the cheek.
Man, you're right, Oak. The sound design on these punches is so real.
They did a very good sound design on the punches, because normally it's
not like the Hollywood, slap. And
they usually do an overemphasized like whap in Hollywood, and these are a very realistic like thud.
Yeah.
I asked you to prune the bottom so the tops will get bigger. I wanted this to look like the Roadrunner cartoon. Well, that's not the way it works. Right now, it steals water and then it ruins the integrity from the larger arm.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was such a big deal. It's just a plant.
Oh boy, here we go.
Can I have that knife?
Wonder if you can you plant that one then maybe?
You'd make a really great father, you know that?
Well, thank you, but I'm just not ready, and I don't know why you keep bringing that up, by the way.
I was just trying to be nice.
I know.
Okay?
I know, and it's very nice, and I appreciate it. It's just not the right time.
Okay.
Oh God! Some of the way they put the tension on, it's like,
You really thought something was gonna happen with a knife?
No, it's just the everything, like his demeanor.
He's on this whole high horse stick, and I thought I could handle it, and I don't know if I can, because it's like being with a completely different person now. When he was using, he was like tender and sweet, and he relied upon me, and now it's like he's distant. It's hard. I think I miss taking care of him,
Oh, well.
What? Oh, brain freeze? Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Gotta warm it up.
never worked. It doesn't work. I don't.
Here, check this.
Oh my God. Okay.
Brain freezes are the worst.
Happy birthday to you.
I hate you.
Just remind me never to go back to that place. The place was the worst.
Raisins.
Oh, add a whole new flavor.
Raisins or prunes?
That might have been prunes. Yeah.
Are you sure? It looks like blueberries from here. Yeah.
Oh,
Could be-
I saw
it could be-
Sunsweet. I immediately went to raisins.
Yeah, right there.
Blueberries. Banana blueberry. That actually sounds good.
4. Wow.
Yep. Guarantee I won't get a headache, and I can kind of feel it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I thought so. That's why I said it.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm just out of rehab, Don. I mean, come on.
Really? You just got your shit together for 21 days. Like, doesn't make you any better than me.
Oh.
This conversation is.
Who are you calling?
Hey, Jeff, it's Mark.
Oh, it's your sponsor. Okay, you know what? You're no fun anymore. You just gotta let me in. You don't need Jeff. Hey, hang on.
This is what I'm talking about. I mean, this up and down. I don't know who I'm talking to. Your behavior is just so unhealthy for me right now. Please.
The quiet arguments.
And I know this is like the struggle for him is hard. For her, it's hard too. But they just don't communicate.
No.
And if they do, they're talking over each other.
Yeah.
We will be holding a tournament over 2 events leading to a championship fight that will result in the #1 fighter in all of the world.
Is that the blonde guy? Is that Sakuraba? No, not Sakuraba. Yo, wrestling shoes.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Basito. He was in Here Comes the Boom. It's the trainer.
Okay, here we go. 2. Good. And again. Now switch. Boom. There we go. You see? Stop playing with that.
Oof.
You're looking where you're going to hit, right? I want to hit you in the head. Well, you're going to defend it. So what I do, I hit the body and I hit it hard because he needs to defend it. He needs to respect it. Boom to the body. All right? So you hit here, boom, and you go. Boom.
Uh-oh.
He's having a heart attack. Someone call 911 right now.
It's my freaking tendon, dude.
Did you tear it?
It's what stopped my career. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought he was having a heart attack
Yeah.
too.
Same.
Okay, we need to get something, guys. I think what is coming. I need to go to a hospital or something.
Wow, he knew exactly right where those were.
Yeah, what to go for. And
Okay. Which one?
It's this arm.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm not using. I swear to God, I'm clean. This is old.
I don't give a shit doing anything. I don't give a shit.
Oh, that was his that he had stashed.
Yeah.
5 seconds, all your pain is going to go away.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I feel like a plant.
That's it.
How do you fight on that shit?
Just get used to it.
Oh, man, it's hot. Now I know why you're always sweating. You're always sweating. Ooh, this is weird.
Just breathe.
Oh.
You know what? I wasn't even paying attention to his hair, and I was just thinking, oh, yeah, he's always kind of sweaty. But that was great detail, if that's the truth.
Yep.
Of keeping that shine in his hair.
Well, that's that.
Also, I face. It just shows how much of an addiction he had. He would have it stashed anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
I saw it through without exemption.
Last time I saw calves that big, they were in white New Balances.
Mowing the lawn?
One thing everybody's been talking about is the potential collision between the two Americans in this tournament. Boss, have you spoken to either Kerr or Coleman about the thought of fighting such a good...
Ooh, interesting.
That's a super intense question, Stephen, and no, I have not. But I can only imagine they're deep in each other's heads right now.
Coleman, you want to have some fun?
What do you mean?
Come on.
Oh, boy. What are these two going to get into?
I think they're going to go find an arcade.
Hopefully.
I'm going to go sign some
Say
autographs.
hi to the media and the fans.
Come on, go say hello. Come on, come on, come on.
So can we safely assume it's going to come down to the two best friends having to fight each other?
I don't know the history, so.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember the 2000 Grand Prix. I wasn't watching really UFC at this point. Or Pride.
You got to remember in 2000, like the hardcore people were watching Pride. Like I had buddies who watched. They were watching everything Pride from the early days. But in 2000, it wasn't as prevalent here in the States as UFC was, as far as on the pay-per-views everywhere.
Please rise for the Star-Spangled Banner.
Wow, the bass is really hitting.
He
did the goosebumps.
He did the goosebumps.
Yeah.
For those who watch The Rock
WWE.
and WWE, he's done that probably the last couple of years now, quite often.
Well, it's his way of connecting, because if any one of us, anybody would go through that curtain and hear that crowd, you would get goosebumps and chills and everything too.
I used to have a Nautica crew neck too, Oak.
I'm surprised it's not still in your closet with your tearaways.
Probably is.
Guy still has Adidas tearaways. Do you wear them?
They're a little big on me now, and they don't have a drawstring.
You can let them go, dude.
Will secure a spot in the
Maybe I'll
final
grow into
round
them.
and keep his hope alive for that $200,000 grand prize.
So 200K.
200K, that's a hell of a grand prize. And 2000, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good amount of money now, but like 25 years ago.
Keep it up, keep it up. And there's the top from Satake, a huge victory for Mark Coleman as he secures.
Pulling the neck in like that. I've never seen that before.
Hey, we haven't seen Dawn in a while, so safe to say that that's done.
Mark, you ready? Let's fight.
Let's see how this goes.
The old takedown.
Let's go. Yes! Nice job.
Get up.
Yeah,
Laying there on your ass.
Yes, nice job, Mark. Keep going. Hey! Yes! Fight back.
Oh, knee right to the guts.
He has come back from the brink to win a place in the finals of the 2000 Pride Grand Prix. There he is, Mark Kerr.
Let's have fun.
How wild is this?
Crazy.
Oh, there's Dawn.
Oh, well. Somebody spoke a little early.
I did. Well, I mean, the way it left off.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow I figured I'd work out for about an hour or so back at the hotel, and then we'll hit the road, drive back to Phoenix.
So what are you going to do next week? And with who? Who's going to do it for you?
I'll figure it out.
Oh, boy.
He doesn't want him to leave.
Listen, you really believe this is a good idea?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We go?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the car up, okay?
All right.
Look at that outfit. Tucked into the pleated khakis.
Wow,
they
do not believe in Dawn.
No, they do not.
Well, and they don't trust Mark to be on his own.
Hey.
Away from his support system.
Mick didn't want Rocky with Adrian.
He's having his Shane moment from The Walking Dead.
Or his Rock moment.
Slightly different circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Dwayne Johnson just showed up in the house.
At least there.
It just looks like, not that it didn't just look like The Rock before.
It's weird from the side. It looks exactly like The Rock. It's not until he's face on where it looks different. A bit.
Look what Coleman's doing.
Yeah.
Now working his ass off.
Yeah. At the Ohio State University.
Honey.
Oh, shit.
I was probably just calling to check up on me.
The boss also called you, which I thought was kind of weird.
It's not weird. They're my friends.
I just thought it was funny that they're both calling you.
Well, it's not fun. They're my friends. It's perfectly normal for them to call me.
Okay, now...
Don, I have a big fight in a couple of weeks. They're probably just calling to see how I feel about it.
Now I get it. Now I get it.
Makes sense.
I had to get slapped across the face in order to get it. I was just trying to give the benefit of the doubt, folks, but...
So they weren't calling to make sure you wouldn't cave and bring me to Japan with you?
You listen to my answer
Yeah,
machine?
I did, because I'm not hearing shit from you. So do you agree with them?
What are you talking about?
Say it, that you don't want me to go with you to Japan. Just look me in the eye and you tell me you hate me and you don't want me to...
Oh!
You know what sucks and what's not nice is that I'm working my ass off trying to stay sober around here.
Sure, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll call your sponsor.
Oh.
Don't work my program like that.
You want to hit me? Let's go, come on. Mr. Get in control.
Yep, these two need to
Yeah.
be done.
You don't know a damn thing about me. You know that, Mark?
I think it's best if you leave.
She wasn't expecting that.
Don, go in the room, pack a bag, and get out.
Oh, that's that.
There's a lot to unpack with that.
It boils down to the whole communication. And I think he realized too when she's like, you don't know anything about me, that maybe he just realized he doesn't.
Yeah, and then these two just are not good for
each
other
it's
no, they're not.
You can play the blame game, but they're both to blame in this.
In a bedroom locked in whispers of salt.
Don.
Whoa, let's
No!
Holy shit.
Him guns them down. The shots echo drums in the night.
What is going on?
I need you to look me in the eyes just so you can see what I'm feeling, Don.
Where's the girl shuts?
Yeah, he's going through.
Yeah.
Stop!
What's I gonna do?
Oh.
So she's not under arrest, but we're going to take her to see a doctor, okay? The doctor's going to assess her mental health.
Oof.
You'll be able to see her, but after a medical doctor actually come in and assess her first.
Holy shit, that got deep.
Wow.
I mean, that escalated at light speed.
It did, but it was a buildup.
Yeah, it was brewing
years
under
of
the
buildup.
surface.
Yeah, years of buildup.
Yeah.
Which fighter would you like to win the next round? Fujita or Mark Kerr?
Yeah, that's a very difficult question. I don't think I can answer that one.
I totally understand.
But as a
Say,
journalist.
What if
I
like those gloves he's
would
got.
it be hard for you to fight such a good friend of yours?
Yeah, of course. But look, if it happens, it happens, right? I'm going to give it my all. He's going to do the same, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Mark Coleman enters the finals off the heels of a decisive victory against Satake in the first round.
Wow. So
this could be Coleman's last chance at this elusive championship.
Ooh, he's quick.
No, get back up.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Wow, so maybe this isn't really happening.
That's it, Dennis.
I got faith in Coleman.
Yeah, folks, I have no idea about any UFC or Pride for the most part, so I don't know this story at all.
Take him down. Take him down. Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Again.
Oh, that was like
You got it.
kidneys.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Liver.
Mark Coleman virtually put a beating on Akira Shoji, and the judges have to have seen that.
Yeah, you worked those body shots, man. Oof.
Coleman will await the winner of the fight between Kazuyuki Fujita and his good friend, Mark Kerr.
So the rematch.
Kazuyuki Fujita presents
not
a tough challenge for Kerr.
Not the rematch.
Heavyweights in the division.
I was thinking it was...
The Ukrainian?
Yeah. Igor?
Fujita appears to be a man on a mission, and something tells me...
Love the entrance.
Might as well be Bret Hart.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know what's going to happen, do you, Oak?
No.
Okay.
Again, I wasn't following these Pride tournaments at this time.
Yeah, 2000, I know we were buddies and I were, because Tyson was starting to come back. Mike watched a couple of those boxing, but...
Oh, that's... How can you take that? A knee right to the nose.
Well, Mark just took one right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was going to throw him out of the ring.
Oh, I thought that was...
illegal.
Is that illegal?
Well, no,
he was on his way up.
Standing.
Yeah.
It was the knee to the back of the head.
It's just not to the top of the head with in an all-fours position.
That's
like
Oh, like that. He's covering up, though.
Yeah, at least he was ready for that.
And grab the arm. Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, they don't want to give him that.
Yeah, Mark has gone through a lot. Yeah, shit. In the back of the head, man.
Oh, he's just eating those ribs.
Oh my goodness! Kerr has lost!
Oh, shit. That's it.
I have no idea what happened to Mark out there. Fujita moves on to fight Mark Coleman for a place in the final fight of the evening as we await the winner of the Vochanchin versus Sakuraba fight.
Oh, that was Sakuraba with the blonde hair. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, that was a guy who was known for jumping on people and stomping on people and just all sorts of crazy stuff.
Turn the lights out, Buzz. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Oh.
Gonna get you some rest, okay?
Concussion?
Hey,
How's Kirk?
He's okay. He's all right. I've got a gash here. I've got a stitch.
How's your head?
It's clearing out. It's
care if
clearing
I go in?
No. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go on.
How you feeling?
Yeah, you know.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm a little banged up. Nothing to worry about, though. You heard about Fujita, right? He's out. He's not coming back. He's injured.
I know.
It's all yours to win now, Cole.
For real?
For real. Yeah, buddy. It's all yours. Go get it. All yours.
Appreciate that. Love you, buddy.
Love you. Go bring it home.
I'll get it done.
So Mark Coleman is coming into this finals looking fresh as ever.
Gosh, isn't it kind of crazy? I know this is about Mark Kerr, but it almost feels like a subplot
for Coleman.
Yeah, it's like a parallel story.
Yeah.
Well, because we saw Coleman. I mean, he's
coming back,
and he's living in an apartment. He has a wife and 2 kids.
Yeah.
He could really use this money.
Yep.
I should also note, this is the first time a Pride event has ever been broadcast in North America. And I think they are in for a real treat.
Yeah, he probably had to do some tape trading back in the day.
Yeah.
Gosh, pay-per-view? How much was that back in the day?
Probably $30, maybe 20.
Oh.
The head's up, though. The face is up.
Yeah.
There's the tap. Wow, Igor has tapped out.
Oh, there you
Coleman
go.
has won the Pride 2000
Mark
Grand
wins.
Prix. Oh, look at the excitement in that man.
Gosh, I wonder who would have won between the two, though. You know, prime and prime, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just as much a bit of a story about Coleman, you know, helping Mark out, being there for him, and him coming back from training.
It's like it was too dark with Kerr, so Coleman had to be one of the brighter spots of the story.
Yeah.
You know? Finally being happy with himself there. A little
happy.
self-reflection.
Happy for
he's
his
okay.
friend.
Happy for his friend. He's okay. You know, finally he's okay.
Yeah.
Because remember, he was taking losses pretty hard.
Yeah.
Mark Kerr.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say.
Only reason why I know that is because of some of the media press. I saw photos of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna be like, oh, that's an interesting cut.
How's your day so far?
So far, so good. Yours?
That's good.
Good.
We can get real busy.
Yeah.
They got married?
10 days later?
What's the result?
Darling,
okay.
They were married for 6 years and have a son.
It's just like he's enjoying everything, it seems. Just being outside, going for a walk in the sun, getting his groceries. It's wild.
and make the world make it go away.
Just put the groceries in the back of the pickup like that?
Sure.
Instead of in the back seat?
If I hurt you, just say you love me.
Yeah, and now we know.
Make it go away. You guys.
It's very interesting the way they did that.
Oh, Kerr, you don't lower that. Come on now.
Well, in Arizona, yeah, you slam the King Ranch right to the ground.
Arizona, yeah.
I do see some similarities there. I mean, it's not going to be exact, but
Yeah, but they did a good job, with trying to get as close as they could.
He was pretty checked up.
Yeah.
Oh, Coleman in his corner and McCarthy.
Yeah, big McCarthy.
I can see the world.
Look at that TV.
Look at that entertainment center.
Yeah.
Look at this.
This thing's six bending in the middle.
I don't know if it's supposed to do that.
Yeah, 10 videos, $150.
You save $350.
Yeah.
You save a lot of money.
It's the only way you could see them. Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
Two of them working together.
No, they had to do his nose, but they had to cover up those tattoos every time.
Mm-hmm.
It is Hollywood at the end of the day.
I think that's the first time I've seen that. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
All
There you go.
right.
There you go.
Yeah, again, I love that the point was driven home that, I think a lot of folks, again, we said it, when this movie came out, I'm sure a ton of folks said, well, who's Mark Kerr? I know Ronda Rousey, I know Conor McGregor, Brock Lesnar, Chuck Liddell, those guys, but nobody knows Mark Kerr. And that was basically one of the big points of the movie, is that now you know where it started, how these guys just destroyed their bodies for years to attain the highest level in their profession that they could, and what it ultimately cost them. They're real lackadaisical with the concussion protocol. Obviously, back in the 2000s, we saw that in a lot of sports where the concussions weren't taken nearly as serious, whether it's, NFL or, of course, full contact fighting. So that was really cool to see how different it was, and that idea of look, this is kind of the Wild West compared to how it's regulated now. Even somebody who's a layman about UFC like myself, I mean, I never watch it. It just was never really my thing, never really got into it at all. But I know that there was a definite transition of how the sport changed, and of course safety for the fighters and things like that. But a really fun story, whether you know about contact fighting or you know nothing about it like me. I think it's still a great story. Obviously, Dwayne and Emily did a great job with the acting. Mark Coleman and Bass and seeing all those guys in there was great. And you brought up a good point, Oak. Like, Bass he's acting, but it's a lot more
he's
reenacting something that he already did. And I think it's worth noting that, that's can sometimes not be easy for somebody to go through something like that. But I liked the journey. I liked how they showed it. I would have liked to have seen just a little bit more of maybe a little bit better with the time frame, and maybe it's something on me, maybe I missed, but to kind of get an idea of how much time was passing between fights, how long was Mark out for? I mean, they told us, but that wasn't really until the end, and you're kind of out of that moment at that point. So I would have liked to just, for my own sake, get a little more clarification as to what was happening and when. The dynamic between Mark and Dawn was just wild. It's like, some couples are explosive when they don't get along. Some aren't. Some, it's a building process and then things blow up. But, a definite real tough relationship for them. And when Mark is trying to be clean and Dawn is still doing her thing, and just the back and forth that they had was wild. And the tension of you never know what's going to happen. I think because you see Mark as this, big, massively huge character, and you know what he's capable of because you see it in the ring, and you're like, man, this guy, he's a totally different person in the ring and out of the ring. Incredibly soft-spoken and quiet and very articulate out of the ring. But when he's in the ring, just has to turn it on. And so that's always a really interesting dynamic to see. But yeah, I mean, overall, this was a wild ride. I love the unpolished feel that it had to it. Like the camera wasn't ultra crystal clear, and the camera shots going around the ring were very raw, like as if you were in the arena trying to go around the ring and trying to get a better view of the fight. I liked how they did that a lot. That really brought me into it. So yeah, I mean, overall, I thought this was a lot of fun. It blew away expectations that I had, only because of how it was done at the box office. And we poked a little bit of fun about, the prosthetic work on Dwayne and everything, and how that was going to pay off. But in the end, it definitely exceeded my expectations. And I'm glad that it had a very happy ending, so to speak. We got to see the real Mark Kerr at the end, and it was almost like he's talking to the audience like, hey, hope you guys had a good time. I'm just here getting my groceries, and, I'll see you on the next one, sort of thing. So that was great, and a great way to end the movie. And the sound effects were outstanding, as you said, Oak. The realism of which when the punches were landing, it wasn't, the Hollywood sound like somebody's breaking celery or something for the sound effects. It was definitely a lot more realistic, and again, brought you.
I wonder if they maybe had microphones closed in on like punches from like real fights that have happened.
Could be.
And maybe could have used that. No, I think it's, everyone's like, who's Mark Kerr? And this is a great way to get introduced to him. A lot of times we've seen a lot of these movies. We just did one recently on the channel that you guys saw, Eddie the Eagle. Until I saw it and until these guys saw it, they knew nothing about him. It's the same thing with, I wasn't old enough to remember, but Cool Runnings was around the same time. If there wouldn't have been a movie, we wouldn't have heard anything about it. So it's always important to show the pioneers and stuff of sports. I spoke about how, I was a big UFC fan. We used to go to a local place because they would always get the fights every month. And we'd sit up there and we'd watch and just have fun with everybody and bet a drink on a fight just to sit there and have fun. And that's when you got to learn and get your favorite fighters. And I can also relate a little bit to Mark Kerr, how he needs to turn that switch. And when Dawn came in, it's not that he doesn't want her there. It's just that she's a different presence, a different vibe that she's bringing into the room. We've all, I don't know how it is for bodybuilding too, but you want to get in that mindset before you hit the stage. Before we hit the ring. Yeah, we're sitting there, we're having fun, happy-go-lucky, but usually about the last couple minutes before the show, unless you're really loose and having a fun time, you want to put your best performance out there. There's a lot of people out there, You've been in front of a lot of people. You want to give the best show you can, and you want to do your best like he is fighting.
Well,
So
it's like
you-
a lot of sports.
Yes,
your
you need to
significant
be-
other wouldn't be there before your NFL football game. They're not in the locker room.
Although it just came out that Joe Montana used to call his wife every game from the sideline.
Yeah.
It just came out.
Well, they would.
And like Joe Cool, he was like, Super Bowl. He's like, everyone's the final drive, and he's like, hey guys, look, John Candy's down there.
Yeah.
So there is that.
I mean, the one guy, right? I mean,
exactly.
The broad general statement.
But when
is
you're
these
going
guys
when
are
you're
in the
going
locker
into
room.
a fight where it's mano a mano like this, a lot of times when you go in watching any fights, you see they're in a certain mode. They're in a certain their tunnel vision, right? So I can see why that would go off wrong, and so I understand that part. So I appreciate that they actually showed that, because probably more often than we know, that probably does happen, where someone just comes in, gives a wrong vibe, and it just kind of throws them off, and you need to get back to get to that thought,
that headspace.
And so I really appreciate them showing that. And this was a great introduction to Mark Kerr. Yeah, they could have gone more in depth into it, but they wanted to make sure they had a lot to tell in a 3-year time. And it was basically him having his substance abuse, overcoming that, and then overcoming everything else in his personal life. And I thought The Rock did a great job portraying him, especially when he would be, on his medication, and she would come out and he's basically not eating, he's drooling on himself, and he showed that perfectly how you would be in that situation. I thought then his with Emily, their chemistry together, they made it seem like we're watching a real couple going through this real problem that they went through. So I thought it was very well done, and the fighting scenes, yes, were top notch. It was great getting a backstage pass to how early Pride used to be back in the day. There wasn't contracts, there wasn't agents. They're like, yeah, we'll pay you this much. Well, I thought we'd get this much. Well, I got to talk to headquarters. Not like now it's like you sign the deal, this is what you get, plus you get buy rate, whatever, and you have agents and managers going on. So it was very cool to look at the very early nitty gritty of what was going on through all these events. And I thought it was a overall great movie to watch.
Yeah. I'm pretty taken back. We heard a lot coming into the film about Dwayne's performance, The Rock's performance. Of course, we heard about the box office numbers, and I think the one thing that there's a lot of things that we've learned on this channel, but one thing that we've experienced firsthand on a relatively frequent enough basis is box office numbers, and even critic reviews don't necessarily mean that we're not going to enjoy a movie. So I think we come into everything pretty fresh.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, did you guys see trailers or marketing or anything that was other than, hey, The Rock is playing Mark Kerr?
I mean, I saw maybe a handful of trailers.
I don't even remember, guys. I don't even remember seeing trailers for it. And I don't, we love everything A24 does. And of course, huge fans of The Rock, but I feel like this was one where it was just criminally under-marketed, I guess you could say, and the closest thing that, or just not put out there in the light that it should have been.
You got to remember the budgets that they're going to have to work with.
What was it? Was it Willy Wonka? You remember when we did
Willy Wonka, how they just
and I know a drastically
trailer.
different type of film, but we went into Willy Wonka, the new one with Timothée Chalamet, okay, whatever we saw from the trailer looked, kind of, Wonka-ish, I guess. Yeah. And it ended up being a film with a lot of depth. And I guess that was kind of my thing with this is I didn't expect there to be this much depth, this much emotion, this much vulnerability. And I think the interesting thing that this movie really shows is that surface level, I think we all understand that guys who fight they're just a different breed, right? They're just a different breed. You have to be incredibly skilled. You have to have a mindset that's different from a lot of people to want to go in and fight and be punched in the face. And you have to be aggressive enough to want to, be in a combat sport. But that doesn't change the fact that you still have insecurities. You still have vulnerabilities. You are still very susceptible to other people's, thoughts and opinions of you, the ups and downs that we all have relationships. in. And I think sometimes people just automatically think like these fighters are just these like,
It's like
rough,
robots.
tough robots. And look, and I'm sure there's guys who are, and that's genuinely who they are. But I mean, that's not everybody. And another thing that I think, like, again, combat sports and hitting another person and taking a punch from another person is one thing. But these are gentlemen who are incredibly skilled, and they find something they're good at and chase it with a passion that most people can't really understand. But at the base of it, it's a level of skill that sets them apart, but they're still just fucking people, you know? And I think that's one thing that they portrayed here very well. And you see a guy as imposing of course, I mean, shout out to The Rock on this one. We've seen him get pretty yoked up for some of his roles, but wow, he went big here, both literally and figuratively speaking. But to see a stature as big as him and to be as vulnerable as he was, and you know, in the nature in which Mark spoke, it was very, very interesting. And so I thought it was a really raw film. It was unique to me in one of the, I don't even think it's a criticism for me, but it was unique. It didn't have like a warrior story or these other sports stories that we're used to seeing, where it's like, here's your background, here's your triumph, here's your struggle, here's the comeback, here's the ending. It was almost just like they said, we're going to take this period in Mark Kerr's life and tell you what happened in this period. We didn't get, okay, he's an NCAA wrestler, a Division I champion, which a lot of UFC fighters are. We didn't get like the come up. We didn't get the background.
Yep.
We certainly didn't get any sort of, we are the champions moment where his hand is raised above his head and he wins some big tournament. And we saw some struggles, rehab, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like this. I don't know. It wasn't like this, he's out on the streets and he's got nothing. I mean, obviously he hit a bad spot. He was in the hospital and stuff like that. But so again, it was almost just like they said, you know what, we're going to take, they said he retired in 2009. I don't know what his, career looked like between 2000 and 2009. I'm guessing he had a handful of victories at least when you're fighting for another 9 years. So I thought that was very unique about the movie, is that it didn't have this super triumphant end. It didn't have this like crazy rock bottom. I mean, Jesus, no pun intended. But it showed
highly
no pun intended.
Meant it.
But it just showed struggles.
Yep.
And part of me feels like that's what made it
Don't be Rudy Poo, dude.
part of me feels like that's what made it so raw, is because they could have told the story about let's pick his biggest victory and let's lead up to that, or let's do this, and they're like, we're just gonna give you an insight to what his life was like, and and obviously he was a very unique character. You guys have all brought up Mark, not the most popular UFC fighter of all time, even from the era. Like, I mean, if you go back and you talk about early UFC, I think Mark Coleman definitely more well known than Mark Kerr, just because of his involvement. I mean, you think about guys like Gracie, of course, Ken Shamrock, guys like that, Dan Severn, Don Fry. You move a little bit further forward, and then Answer, you brought up some of the guys. You got your Matt Hughes, your BJ Penns, your Chuck Liddells, Randy Couture, of course, guys like that. And each kind of generation has their more popular fighters, and there's only a handful that have made of course you brought up Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor, Brock Lesnar. Those are like next level because they have worldwide fame outside of just fighting. But even Kerr was from what I remember popular in that time, but he was never the superstar. So it was interesting that it was his story. But I got to be honest, I was really, really impressed with this film as a whole. And it
felt different, didn't it?
It felt very different. Look,
than other movies we've seen.
I enjoy just about everything The Rock does. I mean, he's one of these guys where he's so hard not to love. He just seems like the coolest fucking guy. He does amazing thing for other people. He's in that that category of people who made, like, WWE has a way of cranking out some handful of superstars that find a way to do really good stuff, like for everybody. You know, him, Cena. I mean, it's just, he's so cool. He's easy to like in everything, but he really showed a different side of him here. And this isn't saying anything negative about DJ.
Well, no, I think it was a different role for him.
I don't know that we've seen him in anything where he really had to act.
Yeah,
and of course
it's like just be the Rock.
The Rock.
But you're Rock with Jason Statham or Kevin Hart.
Even in films, you know, he did a San Andreas. It was you know, the earthquake film where it wasn't like the super action star. He was a hero, you know, and he's done other films.
That was some good acting.
He's done other films, you know, but I've never seen him act like this. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know he was even capable of it. So I'm shocked by how good I thought this film was going to be. I thought it was going to be entertaining, but it was unique and just, you know, I hear that he got a standing ovation at one of the film festivals over in Europe, and you see this and you're like, you understand it. And Emily Blunt too. She did a great job in this. Had to play, you know, somebody who was very vulnerable, very tumultuous. You know, it felt real. Relationships, and look, we've talked about this multiple times. I don't want to get too deep into it, but relationships in sport, and whether it be sports, music, whatever sort of career, I'm sure you guys have seen it in wrestling. And I think there's probably a lot of parallels between UFC, bodybuilding, and wrestling, so that we can all kind of have this, you know, kind of common ground that we have an understanding of, is where you have an individual, not a team, but an individual who has these massive dreams that you have to work very hard for. So much of the work is on your own shoulders. There's not a lot of people who are always going to believe in you, because it's like, oh, you're trying to be a wrestler, you're trying to be a fighter, you're trying to be a bodybuilder, and you make all these sacrifices, and sometimes you question in your own head what they're for, and the people around you that you're in relationships with, they can make all the difference in the world.
It's incredibly difficult.
And I can't speak for fighters, I can't speak for wrestlers, but I can speak very intimately for bodybuilders. Like having a boyfriend, girlfriend, any significant other that's got your back 100% can be all the difference in getting ready for events like this. So they show that very
much
well.
Like what we saw like in Whiplash, right, guys? I mean, it's basically that had a very similar theme with Whiplash, where he's like, look, I know I want to be the best, and I know if I try to do that, look, we're going to get along for a little bit, then we're going to fight, then we're going to break up, and it's the parallels. And
you can pick similar. A hand. You know, the music industry again, where one person is going for just individual success, and they have to put a lot on the line, and other people might not understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really impressed with this.
Yeah, I question if some of these Mark Kerr fights were on that were highlighted in the movie. It does look like on YouTube they are actually out there. So I might have to dive in a little bit later to kind of see how much actually was. And I'm sure the way they shot the film, they tried to take moments and make sure it was definitely as close as possible. For The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, crushed it.
Who played Coleman? Can we just check on the credits real quick? Because I totally overlooked that guy.
God, they said his name.
Yeah, it's so they're Ryan Bader.
Yeah,
Ryan Bader. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to Rock. Shout out to Emily Blunt. I thought you both absolutely crushed the roles. I don't really want to call them negatives, but something that I wanted to see as someone who doesn't know shit about Mark Kerr is I did kind of want that backstory. Mm-hmm. And there could have been a couple montages to kind of speed us up through some stuff to kind of paint some pictures. Because where did he come from?
Yeah, do like the home video shots where like show
how
him
they did
wrestling.
that. They could
he was born Wikipedia. So if something's wrong here, blame Wikipedia. Yeah. Saying Mark Kerr was born in Ohio. I didn't know that. His father was Irish. His mother was Puerto Rican. To me, that's some good stuff to know, right? Early childhood, he wanted to be WWE. Like that would have been cool for a guy like me who was in pro wrestling indie scene to know, like, oh, he did like WWE. He was interested in that kind of stuff. I feel like to what you were saying there, Dave, is like they did take us and just, hey, in this moment, in this time frame, we're just dropping you here, and we're going to do that again here, and we're going to do that again here, instead of giving us like, and maybe the point of this was to be completely different in that way, which is totally cool. But again, this is just my preference of what I wanted to see for not knowing anything about Mark. I feel like knowing that about his parents would have been great. Knowing that he had a dream of being in WWE was great. I didn't really know that, wrestling, he was an NCAA division champion.
Syracuse.
Jesus.
Syracuse. Like, these things to me would have been very fascinating.
At 190, he was a Division I champion. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
We're looking on Wikipedia, folks, if anything's wrong here.
Oh, and he beat Randy Couture 12-4 in the final in Division I championships. Wow, that's crazy.
Look at that. You were right. Kurt Angle.
Because Kurt Angle has talked about him before on his podcast.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like they left a lot of meat on the bone, so to speak. And I don't know if it was because of budget or what.
Yeah. Boy, it would have been nice if they could have used maybe like they had, somebody would have had some footage of the actual Mark Kerr and just splash that on the screen as they're doing the intro. Look, I'm not trying to tell 824 how to do their job.
No, even something like that would have been
us that background.
Because, and this is just me again, folks. If you enjoyed it, that's great. But I don't know about you guys, but I know the point of having that commentator during the Pride stuff. But geez, man, I got to be honest, that just was not working for me. Like anytime I'd hear that commentator try to pump up or give the influence of Mark Kerr, which the film didn't really give me as much of what they tried to portray of the influence. And again, maybe that's just a me thing. But man, anytime that commentator came on, I was like, I would have cut that right out of the film, to be honest. Like, it felt too forced for me. But again, I feel like even just reading this on the Wikipedia, like this is some interesting stuff that I feel should have been in the film to give us a better understanding of where Mark was, what he accomplished, instead of just dropping us right in. Because I am a fan of The Rock. I was going to see this regardless. But again, I have, and this is not to be disrespectful, but I just don't know who Mark Kerr is. So
that's fair. And I mean, look,
that was the point of the movie.
But I mean,
right.
Yeah.
But
you had to have
kind of get more for me. Maybe I'm just looking too much into storytelling here, not just taking it for what it is. But I feel like to get some folks like me, to get invested for some folks like me, you needed to give us a little bit more relatability on upbringings or whatever it may be to kind of see.
Yeah, because they did a couple of videos recently on Kurt Angle where they kind of did that, and they showed how Kurt Angle got to where he was and what he went through. They showed him in high school and college and everything, and it really helped you get an understanding of like, God, this guy's been a machine since he's like 14 years old.
Yeah, I'll kind of go back to the Von Erich story a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that was perfect by any means, but they did give us a little insight to family. They gave us some montage of like, here's the journey a little bit. They gave us some serious moments just like they did in here. But sorry, what were you?
Oh, I was going to say I have to, like, Kerr was, I mean, for you guys being like, hey, we really don't know who Kerr is. I think you have to be an old school, hardcore UFC fan
like to
really, I recognize Mark Kerr in the name, but I couldn't have told you much about him. But you have to be pretty old school. So if you guys are like, hey, we don't really know who he is, that's nothing bad. And look, I'm sure there's wrestlers where, there's probably some very unique wrestlers, even, the Von Erich family. I mean, you take a 25-year-old now who just, casually knows, Logan Paul and John Cena and Brock Lesnar. They're not going to, you say Kerry Von Erich to them, they're not going to know who you're talking.
But his point is, though, is that they don't know him, but they do a good job in the movie of
but
showing
I mean,
him. I understand both spots because this is the most tumultuous time of his life, of his career. Right. So they put us in that spot. Yeah. These guys wanted, and probably some other people just wanted some more.
And I agree with that. My comment was just to the people who are like, we don't know Mark Kerr. It's like, that's fair. Like, I'm agreeing with you. Like, I think Ironclaw did a better job of here's who they are. Here's a little bit more about them. I mean, even something like Mark's family, his, what he went through in college. Like it was nothing. They just dropped you in, which part of me feels like is what makes this as unique as it is. And you have to wonder if they were like, okay, what sport? Yeah. We've done a million sports movies.
Do we do it the same old way?
Do we do it the same old way? Because look, we watched Warrior with Tom Hardy and Jake Gyllenhaal, and I thought that movie was just phenomenal. But that was very much your background struggle. We learned that one of the boys was super, super talented when he was younger. We saw the struggles. We had the big tournament. We had the glory at the end.
Yep.
And we saw that. And
Gyllenhaal was Roadhouse. It was the other guy was in Warrior with Tom Hardy. But nonetheless,
I'm sorry. No, Gyllenhaal was.
By the way, I know
the other fighter. Well, he was in a different Southpaw.
Yeah.
And I get that in the beginning, like right away in the beginning, they were kind of giving us some quick tidbits. Mm-hmm. But again, I just wanted a little bit.
It still wasn't.
You want more visual. You want more like
get us
throw like newspaper clippings or something.
Yeah, help us along the way on the journey. But I get it too. Again, with the drop in,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as what our good friend Kirk Ward would say, there's a formula, and you can either choose to do the formula that sometimes, most of the time, does work, or you can go try to break the mold a little bit, which I'm sure that's A24. That Rock likes trying to do that. I'm sure Benny was on that mission too of just let's make sure this is something different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again, those were just a couple things that were kind of I thought could have been done different, but take it for what it is. And then I'm glad they showed like some of the damage that comes along with being in the Pride UFC, because they were showing, they were highlighting it pretty decently. I thought of like, hey, there's an afterlife to this too. It's not just when they're on camera and in the ring. There's a outside life that takes a toll on these men and women that are in the UFC. So I'm glad they kind of showed that too. The personal struggles we got dark with Dawn there at the end. And obviously Mark Kerr had some struggles too. There was that little disjoint for me where like I thought Dawn was kind of lying a little bit, like because unless I missed it, they didn't really show like he was going out on that first one partying. And stuff.
Partying before the fight. Yeah.
So that for me was like
it's like, was he really, or
they like you said during the reaction, Dave? They just showed him kind of being disciplined.
Yeah.
For his protein shakes and right down to like, hey, did you give me one banana or half banana? Or why did you do skim milk? It's whole milk.
Yeah.
So that to me kind of threw me off. But then we got further in and it kind of made sense. Oh, maybe she wasn't lying.
Yeah.
But the relationship, I feel like a lot of folks have either experienced it with Dawn and Mark, that is, have experienced it or haven't or maybe experiencing it currently. So I felt like they did a pretty good job of showing their inner turmoil in the relationship, but it also, and I get it, this happens in real life too, but I felt like it was the same argument years later too. I don't know if that's how you guys felt with their.
Yeah, I mean, it was just two people who maybe. Well, I mean, they ended up getting married, for 6 years, but not to make light of it. But yeah, I mean, sometimes people just aren't right for each other, and then they kept going back and kept having the same arguments. And again, I think the thing that I'm trying to remember is that this is only a 3-year window. 3 years goes by like that, so there is something to consider there as well.
Okay, so they did get divorced in 2015.
Yeah. Well, instead of the movie, they were married for 6 years.
Were married for 6 years.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like they could have changed that up a little bit. But again, just me.
I thought it was kind of cool he gave Ryan. So Ryan, I don't know when years Ryan Bader fought till. So the guy who played Mark Coleman, he's a fighter. I wonder when he.
Yeah, he did a solid job acting.
So yeah. When did Ryan Bader retire? Yeah, he was really good.
He's 42, so probably
it was probably, he can probably.
Yeah, it was cool that they gave Bader a chance.
Probably still gets in the ring.
It was 42 is getting, but it's
Couture was a champion.
Yeah, you're right. He fought pretty old, but yeah, it was cool that they gave another fighter a chance to play Coleman too, because they could have gone and gotten any other actors. So I thought it was. I had mistaken him for somebody, TJ something, but I recognized him from fighting. But again, that's just how many people outside of like. I mean, you guys didn't know he was a.
He looked familiar, but I couldn't have.
You could tell. He had a great record. He was very successful. But
I'm assuming I probably saw one of his fights back in the day. But like I said, I don't.
But
So also to I thought they did a decent job at showing like the sacrifices needed to be made. Everyone has their different process going into battle, so to speak. You know, the women of UFC today, I'm sure. Some of those women have that same mindset. Mark Kerr did. I'm sure some of the guys today still have that mindset too of like, hey, you know, during the pre-fight here, day of, let's maybe have these boundaries set because I don't want to come off as that I'm ignoring you or being an asshole to you because I'm just in.
You gotta.
Here. I'm right here. And I only need one person, and that's the guy that's helping me prep. And then my mind has to go off.
Because even now, when they show like fighters in the back, they might be there. The family is there, but they're like off to the side. It's usually they're there, they're getting their tape done, they're talking to their corner guys and like doing their sparring and stuff. They're not talking to anyone.
Well, I mean, look, it's not much different if somebody had a day job. Like if I'm at a warehouse driving around on a forklift, I can't entertain my family while I'm trying to do my job driving around on a forklift. You know, it's no different getting ready for a fight. Like I can't be there for you because I have to focus on this.
I think some people I think have a hard time necessarily understanding the mindset of somebody who's getting ready for something like that. Like
you're literally going in and you're going to get pummeled or you're going to pummel somebody.
And to be fair, she was asking. She's like, "Let me and tell me about this. Let me know more." About this.
It was.
But
you know,
it's hard. But like you said, though, at the same time, I can tell you. But are you going to understand it on my level? It's going to be it's two different wavelengths trying to come together.
Yeah, and sometimes telling a partner like I need some space, I have to focus. That can make them feel like the partner wants to feel like they're bringing value to everything that you do, and to tell somebody like, look, I just need some space. I just need to focus on what I need to focus on. You can tell that to somebody. And there's a lot of people who are going to look at that like, am I not helping? Am I not easing tension? I mean, there was times I was getting ready for competitions. I preferred to cook all my own food. I did, it's like, I'll cook it. I don't want, I just please let me cook my own stuff. I want to cook my own stuff. I literally don't need anything other than like presence and understanding. Like those were the two things.
He means actual presence, like gifts.
That's
what he wants. That's all he wants.
Like presence and understanding that I'm going through it. Like those were the two things I needed. And it was like sometimes like
you dealt with that exact situation where she made the milkshake. So you had someone make you food, and you're like, nope.
You have to as somebody getting ready for something where other people might prepare you food. That was very relatable because you have the way he was like, I thank you, I appreciate it, thank you. I want you to understand that I am appreciative that you did something for me. But this isn't what I
whole milk and a banana and a half.
There was a lot that was relatable. Even look at the scenes between Mark and Mark talking about I'm your buddy and I know you're going through some shit, but you got to get your life together. I had a friend who dealt with drug addiction for a long time. He was in and out of jail and stuff like that, and we had that sit down, like, at his house on his couch, like, bro, you gotta, we're here for you, but you gotta get your shit together. And there's a lot of relatable stuff in this. And I'm imagining you guys could probably go back and look at wrestling careers and relationships you had, friendships you had. And I think it's a select group of kind of individuals. I think, you brought up, broad picture. Hey, people can't do this. But I think you could pick a handful of industries, a handful of like big goals people have, and there's going to be a lot of parallel things that are really relatable.
Yeah. Well, and back to Mark Kerr. and Dawn's relationship, I felt like both, because of that line that Dawn brought out to Mark, where you don't even know me. Like that, I felt like that for a second it hit, but then like looking back throughout the whole movie, it almost felt like a setup of where when those two are together, they're both not together. Like it felt like Dawn would make an attempt, which she did. The film, I felt like, did a good job of trying to show her making attempts, but it also felt like when they're together, they're more alone, as in like they're so distant from each other that it was just a recipe at the end of the day for a bad relationship, because it felt like also in here the communication just, it was not, and not everyone in the world is a great communicator in relationships, right? But it just felt like it was either good because Mark was on something, and she was kind of hinting to that in the car.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he was so much, paraphrasing.
Yeah, when she was talking to her
so
friend.
much better when he was on it, and now he's just nothing. To me.
that was an interesting comment.
Yeah, so there was a lot of comments in here. I felt like Dawn was trying in certain aspects too, but man, when they were going into it, she didn't do, well, neither of them did favors for each other in arguments, but she would like amp it like up to another level of like real personal shit.
Yeah, I think one thing to take in consideration is that, and it's tough, in Dawn's defense, and sometimes when you have, and I'll just go back to my own personal experiences, like when I had these big things I was getting ready for, it was like I was selfish, and I know a lot of bodybuilders are selfish. I'm sure a lot of fighters are selfish, wrestlers are selfish, but I was selfish, and because I was getting ready for something, it was like everything had to be about me. Like I have this big goal in front of me. And if you're dating somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody who has like a 9 to 5 in your normal social life, when you're on that like ultra competitive side, sometimes you have a tendency to look at other people like, okay, well, you're going about your normal day and you don't have any like these massive goals. And it's just everybody's life's going different paths. And I think sometimes when you're ultra competitive, you're not necessarily looking down on other people, but you're like, well, I have this goal. And you go to a 9 to 5 and you work hard and you come home and you go to the gym and you cook your food and you get ready to go to your 9 to 5 tomorrow. And there's goals for your career maybe that you want to move forward, but there's nothing like
that one shot
thing,
that one day at the
and
job.
when you get in that mindset, and I've been there, you start to value a lot of your own shit more than you're valuing the other person's stuff. And it's 1,000% not fair. And it's a fault that I think a lot of highly successful people have when they're ultra focused on a competition, a fight, a match, whatever,
stand-up comedy routine,
a tour, whatever it is, because you look at somebody else who just goes through their routine and you think like you don't understand what it's like to have these big lofty goals. And I think sometimes you get so tunnel vision on your goal, like the other people's day-to-day things they're not important to you. And that was really powerful when she said that to him. Like, I feel like you don't know me, And I was like, there's a lot of relatable shit in this film,
Well, I kind of want to add to it. I know when you say 9 to 5, and you were not dismissive, but it goes back to Devil Wears Prada. Look, even just like that, even on 9 to 5, we'll say, 9 to 5 can have a relatability to some of this stuff or any kind of sports, right? Like we were talking about in Devil Wears Prada, where, like you were saying, whatever that job may be, at whatever your job you have right now, I'm sure you have a goal, and sometimes you will have to be selfish to get to a certain point, and that is part of the sacrifice that is going to happen when you are trying to achieve that. Doesn't mean it gives you an automatic pass to be an asshole to friends, family, significant others. That's not what I'm saying, but to what you were saying, you day job, sports, whatever you're in, there is a level of selfishness that you have to hit, and it's just a matter of where in there,
right? And I think it's
and
just
how you can handle it, because there's going to be some flack. Because, like you said, Dave, there are some people that do their routine that is a 9 to 5, but they are good with that routine and have all these other components in their life that they like to hit on. While some folks, sports, bigger 9 to 5 dream goal He's like, hey, nope, I got to put in this extra time here for this now and X, Y, Z.
Yeah, and I think it's just important to differentiate again because I know what you're saying, and I think the way I looked at it was like, look, on a 9 to 5, very rarely are you made or broken at one point and one opportunity.
Yep.
These guys prepare all year for what could be a 30-second fight. 30 seconds, it could be over like that. And all that, any little distraction or something you might have missed in training, that's what can do it. Very rarely is your 9 to 5 going to break you over
that's,
one
I mean, that's
thing.
why it was. I mean, in bodybuilding, you train for a whole year, you diet for 16 to 20 weeks, and your time on stage where it matters. That judging on stage is less than 5. It's literally less than 5 minutes. What matters, your entire year of training, dying, sacrifices, everything you put in, and you have to hit a 5 minute. You have to be at your absolute peak in a 5 minute window, because an hour before, an hour after. So there's this mindset, like, when he was, this is the biggest thing in my life. This is the biggest thing in my life. When you get in that mindset like that, like you're training for one moment. Yeah, if you can't just say, oh, I had a bad day at work, I'll go back tomorrow, or I'll go back next week.
There is no tomorrow.
Olympics, right?
Yeah, Olympics.
I mean, the Olympics, holy shit. That's probably, that's even to the extreme past this. I would say so. Granted, most people competing in the Olympics, we forget often they're competing all year round, world championships, stuff like
they're
that.
doing
But
they're doing something.
It's
to at least
4 years to get ready for the biggest stage in the world, quite literally, in a moment that could define their entire career, their entire life. So yeah, the Olympics. I didn't even think about that. That's a really
when you said 5 minute window, I was like, oh yeah, because Olympics.
It's
4
years.
8,
Yeah,
might be
4 years.
one jump on that ski hill, and it's over in the blink of an
there
eye.
you go. Yeah.
Well, folks, this one's a little too real, so I'm not going to score it. If you had issues with it, understandable. If you enjoyed it, understandable. I would still tell people to watch it. I just have my little nitpicks with it, whether you agree or disagree, but I would still recommend for someone to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, typically, if you're new to the channel, a lot of times with shows and TV shows and movies that are real life, based on real life, typically we don't score those just out of respect for everybody, but I think you can kind of get an idea of where we stand on this.
If you watch
general consensus.
If you watch this entire review, you know that this would be a good watch, and just do a little more, like you said, a little more studying up on him so you can learn more about his career, because I think it needs to be said, and needs to be told, especially if you're a big fan now of UFC.
A lot of things to appreciate in this one.
Again, I think it was phenomenal, and I think the people who give it the reviews, who gave it the time to watch it, I think they're spot on. This is one where, again, if I have to point fingers, I really feel like it was criminally undermarketed, and I think what we see at the box office is a reflection of that. But I thought it was an absolutely phenomenal film.
And Dwayne, you ain't going to see this, but if you do, great job, man. You
did it, Slugger. That's how it sounded like.
I didn't really get Rock vibes until
shaved his hat.
When he shaved his head, he walked in a shirt and a rock shirt.
Just that moment, though, when the dialogue started going between him and Emily,
and then it was back,
and it was back to
even back to the scene where he's in the hospital and his teeth are missing, and he's talking totally different than what he had even talked the rest of the movie.
So two other big moments was the hospital scene. I thought was one epic moment. Of course, the scene with him and Emily just before he was going to that last pride fight here,
they were supposed to
between him and Emily, that whole start to finish, I thought were the two biggest moments for me in the film. So again, bravo to The Rock and Emily Lawrence.
There you go. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. It was a great story to be told. So for Apple and Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. Good night now, pals.